Hello, thank you for joining me again today at Diana Who Fitness. Today we're doing a recovery workout, gentle flexing and stretching to help us through our recovery period. Currently, I'm taking about a 2-week recovery period. I do believe that it's important to take rests from very vigorous exercise periodically. Usually I like to do it quarterly. However, it's been about 8 months since the last time I did it. So I'm doing that right now, and I want to share with you a recovery workout. So why don't we get started by getting down on the mat? We're going to start with some pelvic rolls. So as I said, some of this is standing and some of it is on the floor. So I'm sure you remember pelvic rolls. Core engaged, right? And then make sure that your back is not arching here, and then just press your heels into the mat. Slowly roll up through your pelvis, and then go to the top, which is where you don't want to overextend your lower back. Hold for a moment, and then slowly curl back down. And we'll do that again. Take a breath in and start up. Stop at the top and hold for a moment. Back down. We'll just do a couple more of those. You want to exhale here. Inhale and then exhale again on the way down. And how about one more? And down. Slow, 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 slow. You should feel your low abs here. Okay, so we're going to now I made up a few little Pilates inspired moves here. So the one we're going to do next is arm circles with, how about I just show you? So start here with your knees bent and your knees together. You want to be squeezing your inner thighs together here. And we're going to send our arms overhead to do circles. So then come around. And then we're just going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and back down. And then go ahead with me here. Just gentle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Of course, your core should be engaged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Back down. We'll do a couple more of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll do the last one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Very good. Now we're going to get up here onto all fours, and we're going to do some cat-cow here to kind of get our spine loosened up a bit. So all fours, your knees should be about hip width, your hands should be under your shoulders, and here if you want to put your flex your feet to do this part, and here your core should be engaged and your shoulders also should not be raised. And just goes, and don't arch your back too much there. Keep your core engaged, and then feet flat and stretch. Go ahead and start with me here. Well, don't start with me. Go ahead and get started there, is what I was trying to say. And you want to inhale here, kind of hold it, and then release. Your abs and your core should be engaged through this whole move. Here you're kind of focused more on pushing your chest out than pulling your shoulders back. A couple more. Last one. Okay, I'm starting to feel a little bit looser. I don't know about you. Okay, now we're gonna do kind of a version of bird dog. And here, I think you want to have your knees together. I say I think because I need to do it first before I can say for sure. So here, your hands are going to stay on the mat through the whole thing. So when your knee comes in, you want to crunch your abs here and then send your leg back and go down for a small push-up and then back, and the leg comes back down. And let's see, did I say we should do both sides? We're going to do both sides. I'm going to spare you. So just alternate sides. So here we go. So in, leg goes out, back up, and then put it down, and then we'll do the other one. Core should be engaged, of course. Back up and down. You can inhale when you crunch, which I know sounds counterintuitive. It's kind of typical for Pilates. Of course, when you send your leg out, you should be feeling your glute there. How about one more each side? Last one. Okay, good. Next, we're going to do side bends, which we've done before. I'm sure you remember, but we're going to do a modified version today. So we're going to do one side at a time. So down on your elbow here, and you want your elbow under your shoulder, of course. And then here, one leg is bent and the other's going to be out, and the out one, they're both going to be supporting you. And it's less stress on your body, which is why we're doing this today. So then you remember side bend is just this, real simple. Just make sure your core is engaged, and you want to really feel a stretch when you go up here, okay? So go ahead with me here. Just hold here for a moment and then come back down. Take a breath in. Exhale when you go up. We'll do about 8 of these. Six. 2 more. And 1 more. And in fact, before we go to the other side, let's stop here to do dolphin push-ups, which I have to pull my sleeves up for. If you remember, dolphin push-up is elbows on the mat. Clasp your hands together here. You don't want your shoulders to go wide. You don't want your elbows to go wider than your shoulders here. And then plank. And then exhale here. Inhale. And here you want perfect plank before you go back into the push-up. Go ahead and get started. When you go up into the push-up, you should feel some stretching in your calves, a little bit in your hamstrings. Keep your core engaged. Do a couple more. Last one. Good. My shirt keeps coming up. Okay. So now we have to do the other side, right? So back on your elbow, under your shoulder, One leg out and one knee bent and up. This one should really just feel good. It should feel like a stretch. Two more. And last one. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to go to standing. So come to the end of your mat. And we're going to do a walk out to up dog. So let me show you first. Feet about hip width here. Just like inchworm, you know, inchworm. Breathe in. And we're going to go out, walk out, and then up dog. And you can put your toes flat here if you want to. Breathe in and let it go. Go ahead and start with me. We'll do about 6 of these. When you go into up dog, of course, core engaged. Should feel your lower abs working. And this will be the last one. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to do a couple of upper body stretches and flexes. So the first one is dumb waiter, which we've done before. Palms up and hands out like this. You want a 90-degree angle in your elbow. And then just rotate out as far as you can go here. It shouldn't hurt, of course. And then back in. And keep your elbows in. It's real simple. It's just a range of motion exercise. Inhale here and exhale. As I always say, it should feel good. It shouldn't hurt. Try not to flex your shoulders when you go out here. You want to rely on those small, tiny little muscles and your core, of course, which also is small, tiny little muscles. Okay, we'll do a couple more. Last one here. Okay, we're going to do shoulder shrugs now. Another simple one. We're going to isolate, do one at a time. So you want your hands down. Hopefully this sounds okay with my mics here. They're not the best mics in the world, but they do the job, right? Okay, anyway. So I'm going to do my right one first. You can do whichever one you want. Make sure your core is engaged, of course. And we're isolating, right? So we want everything else to be still. So shoulder comes up and back down. That's all. And when you go down, just stretch a little bit, push it down just a little. This is for your neck and your shoulder. About 3 more. And last one here. Okay, now the other side. You might find that you're better coordinated on one side than the other. We'll do about 5 more. And last one. Okay, good. Shoulders feel a little looser there. Just shake it out a little bit. Okay, this next one is, I'm calling it chair pose to collapse. That's the name I came up with. So feet about hip width. So you remember chair pose, of course. So just like with chair pose, core engaged, of course, go down. And then when you get to your lowest point here, just collapse forward. Keep your core engaged, of course. And then bring up your hips and slowly roll up. And then we'll take a breath in, slowly, and back down, and then go ahead and get started with me. So here you want to do your real chair pose, where you're isometrically contracted, and then just collapse forward, but keeping your core engaged. Let's do that again. How about 2 more times with that? This is all very slow and controlled here. This will be the last one. Breath in. Okay. Okay, so this next one that we're doing is kind of one that I sort of made up. So I'm not sure how it's going to go. I haven't practiced it very much. So 1 foot in front and 1 behind. And so basically when you come forward, it's a shallow lunge basically. Your toes, your heel is going to be lifted in the back. So just to this, like this, that's as low as you really want to go. And then we're going to come back just to a double leg stretch like this, where everything is extended, but you're upright. So again, that's the toes in the back, the heel in the back comes up. I don't know why I keep wanting to say toes. You don't want your knee to go beyond your toes here. And then back up just to stretch. And you can keep your hands on your hips. So go ahead and get started with me. We're not doing a deep lunge here. It's just a little flex. It's a subtle movement. The most important thing is you really want to feel the stretch here. Keep your core engaged. Do 4 more. And last one. Good. Okay, now the other one. Let me untwist my sock first. Okay, so other foot in front, other one back. I'm going to keep my arms out this time. So stretch and forward, forward. You want to inhale here, exhale here. Three more. And this will be the last one. Okay. Hopefully you really felt the stretch in the backs of your legs there. Okay, so now back down on the mat. And we're going to do that mermaid stretch that we've done before. So stack your legs like this. And then remember, one hand goes down, then the elbow goes down, and we stretch, and then we do a counter stretch. Go ahead and start with me, please. Make sure you're not arching your back. Here, I would say that you should just breathe however is most comfortable for you. I'm inhaling here, exhaling, and then inhaling again, exhale, and then back down again. We'll do 2 more after this. And last one. Now the other side, of course. And my left leg, for some reason, is more flexible than my right. I don't know what the reason for that is. And down. Counter stretch. I lost count. What are we up to? Let's do 2 more. And this will be the last one. Okay, now we're going to do rollovers, which we've done once before. And really, you should just do whatever is comfortable for you. As I always say, if you want to start here to get momentum, that's okay. And if you want to just do a single leg hamstring stretch on your back, that also would be fine. If you can't do the rollovers. I do think if you would like to do rollovers, you should try to challenge yourself with progression every time that you try it until you're able to do it. You might just need to build up your core muscles. You definitely want to make sure that your core is strong and engaged because you can injure your back. So I'm going to start lying down. And core engaged, legs go up, lift up, and then drop your feet. You can spread your legs a little bit here. If you can touch the floor, that's great. Make sure you're supporting everything with your core. And then back down. That was a little rough, huh? Let's do that again. Just hold here. Back up. And gently down. What do you think? One more time? Let's just do 1 more of those. Back up. Gently down. And we can come up. Okay, I'm going to scooch back and fix my hair. Now we're just going to do a little inner thigh stretch because I don't think we've done this before. So you want your feet together here. Pull your heels up as much as you can here, but you want, the goal here is you want your legs to collapse outward. So you're thinking of trying to flatten them on the floor. But of course, you have to have proper form. through the whole thing. So if it destroys your form, then you're going too far. So just gently press here on the insides of your knees and your thighs here. I'm going to try and pull mine up a little bit more. This is just a gentle stretch. Just press outward. Core engaged. And just hold and breathe. See if you can press a little lower. Okay. Now we're just going to come to standing and wrap this sucker up. First, go to child's pose for a second. Send your butt back as far as you can. Okay, now go up to down dog. Press your heels into the floor. And then walk in. Just hang here for a moment. And then walk your feet in a little and curl up. And that's it. You are officially recovered. Thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.